I'm Jennifer Angel. These are your stars, Libra. Okay, so you still have Mercury sitting there in your solar seventh house. This is the area of relationships and great for communication. So that's for most of this week. It's going to transit out of this area on the 2nd of May, which is the Thursday, so towards the end of the week. So if you've got something that you want to say to someone, then this is the time to really do that. It's during this week. And of course, you're ever so diplomatic the way you approach people in situations. So we can all take a leaf out of your book, Libra, for that. Okay, but I would use the start of the week if you can to, particularly if it's like a personal, romantic, intimate type relationship. Okay, now coming up later this month or later May on the 20th, we have another Uranus Pluto square. Okay, now it's going to directly affect you with relationships and in your family areas. So what sort of happens around this time is sort of building up and leading up to this time, and it's like you're almost having discussions about what's going to happen, and that can fall into place. So a Uranus-Pluto square is a pretty sort of challenging aspect, okay? And it's sort of unlikely that you will feel nothing from that energy. So as I said, it's a series of squares that are happening, exact hits that are happening over a period of 3 years rather, and this is the third one that's happening. So it's means something that's being developing, okay, and it's not the end of it, but it's like another page is being turned, let's say. So get ready for that. Okay, now most of the activity this week is in your solar 8th house. Okay, now there are some oppositions with 2 planets in this area. There's Venus, the Sun, Mars, and Mercury. It's going to transit into there, as I said, on the 2nd. So there are 2 oppositions with Saturn, and Saturn is in your solar 2nd house. Now, both of these areas are to do with money. The 2nd house is more money and possessions, money that you're gaining and gaining from input directly related to yourself. When we look at money in the 8th house, it's more from resources that other people can provide or help you with. So if you're, it's great for collaboration, and if you're joining a partnership with somebody or wanting to get together with people to be able to work together or use their resources, and this is a very, very prosperous time for that, very beneficial. You could just be going to the bank and asking for a loan, so it can be, it doesn't have to be like a huge sort of collaboration with someone. Okay, let's have a look at those oppositions and see what effect that's going to have. So at the start of the month, on the 1st, Wednesday, midweek, hump week, there's Mars is going to oppose Saturn. Okay, so you're likely to get some frustrations here, and things may not go as fast as you like because, old man Saturn doesn't move fast. It's like in his time, okay? Even though Mars is going to want to try and move forward and try to move things along quickly, Saturn's pretty stubborn. It's going to sit back there and say, when I'm ready. So there's likely to be some frustration there about waiting for things to come through, maybe promises even being made, and it not happening. Okay, don't give up, don't get disheartened. It's not that it's going away, it's just being delayed. At the end of the week, there's another opposition with Saturn, and this is with Mercury. So this is going to get you just to sort of think a little bit more seriously, and perhaps there's a moment in time here that you are able to change or alter or negotiate. Okay, so sometimes a setback or a delay is not really a bad thing. It can appear to be frustrating, but it actually could, work in your favor. So keep that in mind. All right, so love, money. You've got about a couple of months here before things start to really heat up in your business life. So use that time for 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 this particular week to do with business. It's a very creative time. So if you're working on a creative time, then really let your imagination run wild, and you just never know what you can come up with. Okay, Libra. Okay, love and luck to you. Thanks for watching. I'm Jennifer Angel.